I'm going to use this video to respond to the questions from some of my students. How to use only the 3 primary colors to mix all the color that we need for watercolor painting. The brand of the watercolor paint that I use is Winsor & Newton Professional Grade. Winsor Yellow, Winsor Red, and the Winsor Blue Green shade. The paper I'm using is Artista Cold Press watercolor paper, and the brush I'm using, it is our enjoyingart calligraphy brush. This channel is all about how to enjoy painting with relaxation. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and turn on notification. If you like the video, please give it a like and share with your friends. Be able to mix from only the 3 primary colors to get any color you want is very essential. Even though later you're going to include other color into your mixing palette, you still need to understand why you mix that 2 color or the 3 color together to create a color you want. Talk about the fundamental. We have yellow color. You got the yellow color over here. That's simple. When you think about the yellow, you're also thinking about how dark, how light is the color. With that said, if you have more water over here, the color get lighter. So you need to think about how light each color that you need, right? A little bit darker yellow, I get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter by using more and more water mixed into it. So it's very important to know how much water you need into that color. Okay, so let's say I'm going to continue making the blue color. I'm going to put it in this corner. How about that? A little bit different from the usual space. I'm going to wash my brush. And I'm going to take the red color. I'm going to put the red color over here. This is the 3 primary color. This color obviously a little bit too light. So I'm going to put a little bit more pigment into here. This is perfect. How are you going to get the orange color? You know that the red color get the yellow color. You get the orange color. You get the orange color, put it right over here. This is very simple. So now you get more red. You are closer into the red direction. More red and get into the red direction. So merge into the red. And you're going to have more yellow color. Okay, get more yellow color into get just a little bit red. You see that? Over here, I want you to keep thinking about, this is only yellow and red. Now I'm going to add a little bit red. I have the little red over here. So I'm going to closer to the red direction. A little bit more red in here, and you're going to closer to the orange color. So you can have very smooth transition from yellow get into the orange, and the orange get into the red. On the other side, it's very easy. I'm going to get the yellow color, and I'm going to get the blue color. I wash my brush, get a little bit this green shade blue. Now I'm going to, obviously not enough yellow. I'm going to get more yellow from here. I'm going to get more yellow. You see, this is a beautiful green color. If you get more and more yellow color, and you're closer and closer to the yellow side. And if I'm going to add more and more blue color in here, and you're closer to the blue color. Get more and more blue color in here, just have a little bit yellow, and you're going to get closer to the blue color. They're very easy thinking process. You need to get used to that. I'm going to just get the yellow color. This yellow color already have a little blue color in here. So I'm going to put it right over here. I'm going to get more yellow color and a little bit less blue, and you close the gap. A very smooth transition. Between this color and that color, I'm going to get the red with the red shade blue color, because the green shade have a little yellow into it. So I'm going to have these 2 colors together. You can see a very beautiful purple color in the middle. You see that? I'm going to get a little bit more and more blue, and I'm going to get closer and closer to the blue color. I'm going to get more and more to the blue. Just take the blue color and closer to that. I'm going to get more blue and less red, right? Just get a little bit more blue and closer to that, and then close the gap to the blue color. On the other side, I'm just going to get more and more red color into here. See that? Get more red color. See, this is the color. I'm going to get more and more red color, just a little bit blue, So now I close the gap. That's very simple. Between these two colors, the yellow and the red, you get different shade of orange color. Between the blue color and the yellow color, you get different green color. Yellow, green, green, blue, and gradually turn into the blue color. And between these two, you only use the blue and the red color together. All those colors considered intense color. They're very bright. How are we going to get the brown? We need to mix three colors together. This has blue and yellow. And what is this? Yellow and red. Now how about we mix these two colors together? What it look like? Oh. How about this color? This green color is not a bright green. The green through the circle, that is the red color. The red and the green is a complementary color. The two colors mixed together will cancel each other's intensity. I'm going to get a little bit more red in here, right? And we're going to see. This is the color. The close to brown, I'm going to mix a little bit in here. I'm going to mix the color over here. You see this color? This class almost like a gray color. I'm going to get a little bit blue in here. I'm going to have a different color. Over here, oh, it has a little bit more blue. I want you to think the color. How much blue? I'm going to add the red color. You change the color. I'm going to mix the color over here. This color will become a different color. Every time you alternate the amount of yellow, blue, and red color, the color change. But in your mind, all you see is only yellow, red, and blue. How about we're going to mix some color right on the paper over here? How about that? We're going to do the red over here. I'm going to get the yellow color, quite a bit of yellow. Get the blue color right over here. Now I'm going to mix them together. You see that? This side is only the blue and the yellow. Now it's green color. I'm going to more and more in here, the green more and more yellow into it. I'm going to, on this side, look like a more purple color. I'm going to mix all this together. Need a little bit more red. Okay, like this. A little bit more red over here. I'm going to mix that color like this. This color pretty dark. I'm going to use a little bit more water. You can see. You see that? This color is a gray color. Use the three colors together. You can get the color really saturated, really bright, and you can get some color really, really, really great. Now I'm going to use the same color mixing system to do a watercolor portrait painting. Now first, I'm going to use a very light color, do a little sketching. So I'm going to take a look. I'm going to have her head a little bit higher. I don't need to see the top of her hair. So I'm going to just give a little bit suggestions. I'm going to put the face a little bit to the left. So I have a little bit on the back over here. So I'm going to put her chin down over here. And after that, I'm going to take a look at on this side of the face. And this is the right side of the face. And I'm going to take a look at the overall shape. We have portrait class. If you're interested in learning more portrait drawing and painting for children, just take a look at enjoyingart.com classes. You can take a look if you need to. We can work together to resolve the problem. When we're in the class, start from the very fundamental. Take a look at the eye. It will be about here. And the nose is about halfway from the eye to the chin. And children have a different proportion than adult. Now, the mouth and over here. In this painting, I'm not going to go into very in-depth of step-by-step small process. I just want to show you how I will mix the color, how I see the value of the color in the color mixing process. And the nose right in here. And then the eye. And we're going to do more and more portrait in our Friday member learning together hours. If you're a member, I hope that you would come to join us every Friday. And there's the chin over here. What I'm doing now is very rough composition, very rough idea. And then the ear need to be a little bit higher because her face looking down a little bit. So it's about here. Look at the angle connection between the ear and the mouth. Okay, that side is fine. Coming over here, so I'm gonna have the hair coming up a little bit, coming over like that. And now I'm gonna looking at the clothing over here, like that. And then coming down over here, the shoulder. And if you're looking for this photo reference in the members area, the reference images site. Okay, that's good. Is the compositions almost done. I'm going looking for the back over here, the hood, and that's good. That's all right. I'm gonna take a little bit of this color and the shoulder right over here. This small calligraphy brush is really helpful when you are doing the drawing. I'm gonna missing part of the shoulder over here in the original photo reference. I just have to make it up, and that's it, like that. That's good. And I have the hair, I give a little brown color. I have a very beautiful hair coming over here. Okay, have a little purple colors. I'm gonna just add a little purpleness color right over here, like that. And a little bit on this side. All right, let's talk about the big masses of colors. So I'm gonna start working into the background first. I'm gonna just take this color, that's what I have right over here. And looking at the area for the hair, I'm gonna leave it a little bit lighter, like that. I'm gonna add a little blue color. All the color I use is only the 3 primary color to mix from. And I'm gonna mix on this side, put the color on this side too, coming like this. Okay, like that. I'm gonna leave a little gap right over here. That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit yellow color. You see, now you can mix the yellow brown color like this. And looking for only the bigger shape, looking for the edge, the corner over here. Now I'm gonna put, you see how easy when you use a large brush, right? So if you don't have this brush, you could not find a brush in your location, and you can order it right in our store area. Okay, just go to enjoyingart store. You can find it there. I have them for your convenience. I'm gonna add a little bit darker color and get a little yellow and a little bit darker color and tap it right over here. Let it merge into wet. That's nice. On this, I'm gonna have something even darker. Just get a little bit more red, merge with the blue color. You can find it really nice, like that. Maybe get a little bit in here too, like that. That's good enough. All right, now I'm gonna work into inside the face. So what is the skin tone? It's very much like a light brown color. So get the red color. You know the brown color, it has more red than the blue color. So I'm gonna get the yellow color too. Now it become a little bit brown. If you get a little bit blue color, you have a little bit more darker, a little bit cooler. So this would be very nice skin tone for this girl. Okay, it maybe have a little bit more red again, so like that. But when you have this color, you also need to thinking about how dark is that color supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna put it right in here. Now take a look at it. It's definitely too dark, so I'm gonna add a little water. Tap in over here. Now I'm looking for the big area, looking for the face, just the face, right over here. Like coming over here, that's the cheek. I'm gonna go around the eye, and so I leave it a little bit lighter. So I'm coming over here, the eyelid. Here you go. Okay, I'm gonna coming up over here, and also the ear has a little bit more orange colors. I'm gonna leave that. Look at the eye area, like that. That's good. Just leave that. It's very easy, super easy, like this. Coming on this side. Now the shadow side and the light side, they're very different in terms of the value. So you need to pay attention to that. So first I'm gonna put the overall colors into the face first as the foundation. And now I can get to the nose. I'm gonna leave the highlight on the top of the nose. Like that, that's good. Now immediately I'm going to doing some color adjustment by doing the lifting. Now I'm going to get a little bit of orange color, a little bit more red and yellow. I'm going to take this color and mix a little bit more red color. Now my brush may have too much water, so I'm going to let go that much water. So I'm going to take a little red and get a little bit yellow. Now mix a little bit brighter brown color, maybe a little bit more red. So in my mind, it's everything just about red, yellow, and blue color. So okay, this very simple. And even leave a little gap for the earring, like that. That's good, right? Now this is good. I immediately am going into just remove all the wet from my brush. Now that's what I'm gonna do in the light side. I'm gonna just lift up the light area. Just take the light color out, and then over here a little bit lighter, and a little lighter over here too. That's good. Now you see the light color a little bit lighter here too. So your brush a little bit drier than your paper. That's why you lift up the color. It's really easy, effortless. So I'm gonna on top of the mouth over here, this is a little bit lighter, and I'm gonna lift a little bit in the middle over here, like that. Okay, and then the side over here now, and the lower lip of the mouth over here also a little bit lighter. Lift it up. That's good. Like that. That's good. A little bit lighter over here. This brush is very easy to lift up the color, so I'm gonna just, you see how I can lift up the hair coming down. This is a very good brush to start a painting, any painting, portrait, landscape, still life, anything. Because at the beginning you want to focus on, totally focus on the big connection, the big area, not in the details. I'm gonna have it over here to lift up the color. When you're lifting, it actually creates lots of soft edges. So lifting, it has a very good place for it. So that's just good. Now I'm gonna come into put the color into the hair. The hair has a little blue color, so I'm gonna take a little blue color, put over here on the edge. That's like a little gray color, but I have a little bit blue. I'm gonna take it over here and put it in. You see that? That's very easy. Just put over here, maybe a little bit brownish. So I have a little warm color, like that. Like that. I lift up the color on the ear. And here you go. I'm gonna have a little bit squint your eye. You can see there's a little bit red in the middle over here. Now, here you go. And then have a little bit blue. Yeah, a little blue in the transition. So be sensitive to the color. And come to the forehead over here, have a little bit more yellow color. You're always thinking about the three primary colors. How much is yellow, how much red, how much is the blue? So I'm going to take this color, a little bit yellow. You may not really see the color that quick, but if you practice analyzing the colors really fast, okay, like this, and a little color coming down over here, and now coming up. Now let's see, I'm going to do a little bit more detail a little bit later on, but not at this point. So I'm going to leave up the color over here, see a little highlight on the hair. The dress over here, I'm going to just change it to the red color. So I'm going to just put the red color right over here. Okay, like that. And on this side, a little red color over here. That's good. Just use the half of this brush, just even a small portion of this brush. That's good enough. Okay, on this side can be a little bit lighter. Now on this side, I'm gonna make the shadow color a little bit later. I'm gonna take this color, make it a little bit more kind of purplish color, a little red with the red shade blue color. Here you go, like that, and coming through over here, and we're gonna reform the shadow a little bit more, a little bit later. Okay, like this. Just use the corner of this flat brush. Okay, that's nice shape, nice shape. Okay, like this. That's good. And now I'm gonna come into the shadow side. I have to create a little bit darker for the shadow side of the face. So what color is that? It's a brown color. That's what we are talking about during the color mixing exercise. I'm gonna get a little bit yellow, and this color obviously is not dark enough, so I'm gonna mix a little bit more red with the blue color. Now I'm gonna take a look at that. It's a little bit more yellow, a little bit more red. I think this color pretty close to the color we need in the shadow side. It need to be darker, right? That's good. Now take a look. I think in a little bit more yellow. A little bit more yellow, that's good. A little bit more red. Keep analyzing it. Just now coming in here. Now coming on this side, shadow side. Looking for how big is the shadow side. Okay, coming in here. Now you have to separate the light side and the shadow side. Now here you go. Right over here. Now on this side. And when you do the drawing, you also need to analyze how dark is the shadow side. And this brush is not really big, okay? You can use this, see that? Just use the corner of this. And you can very easy to form the shape. Right? I don't want you to focus too much into the smaller shape at this stage. I'm gonna come in onto the shadow side, onto the lower lip, and then coming under the mouth. Like that, that's good. No need to go to the small calligraphy brush that early. Okay, like this. That's good. You may think it's a little bit too dark. Maybe it is, but I think it's just right. I'm gonna put it over here in the ear. That's right. And then going down over here, I'm gonna put the shadow. You see how small shape this big brush can make. Just put some color over there first. You can reform the shape later, and that will be fine. Okay, that's good. And that's all right for this in the ear, right over there. I'm gonna get a little brown color for the hair. I'm gonna have that even darker. Get a little bit blue color, and I'm gonna have the hair over here. And I'm gonna tap on that right over here. And here you go, like that. That's a little the hair braced. That's good. All right, now I think this time I'm gonna go into the calligraphy brush. The calligraphy brush and the flat brush, it become a very good pair of brushes just to handle almost everything. Now, use the big brush, you'll be able to cover the entire painting really quick. Now I'm gonna come in to looking for the shadow, between the shadow and the light side. Now I'm gonna get a little bit red. A little red into this mixture. Okay, now I'm gonna come in over here. Okay, like that. Have a little gap, painting the gap of the forehead. Okay, like that. That's good. Now I'm gonna coming into get this color just a little bit later. Mix a little bit blue into here. That's good. Now I'm gonna come into the side of the face, right over here, outside of the nose. And I'm gonna put the color right over here on the side of the mouth. That's good. Now I'm gonna just open up, let go the hair, let go the wet. I'm gonna just softly and blend the color. You see that how easy with this? And now I'm gonna coming over here too, just to extend the color, make the transition. Okay, I'm gonna let go this color a little bit more. That's all right. Now I'm gonna get a little bit more orange color. That's a good color. Mix just the red into the yellow. I'm gonna have a little bit orange color. Now the red orange. I'm gonna get over here. There's a little shape, much brighter. Now coming into here, I'm gonna softly and connect that into just into the middle tone, like this. That's good, showing the roundness of the nose. We can go a little bit further into their definitions a little bit later. But right now, let it stay in a little bit more bigger connection, bigger relationship. I'm gonna get a little bit red color. Now just get a little bit more red. Just take a look at the mouth. Just think about shape. Okay, like this. Just think about this shape right over here. Now you put this color in. And then also a little very light and the lower lip. But I'll do that a little bit later. So I'm gonna get this a little bit darker onto the shadow side. So that's good enough for now. I'm gonna quickly go into the lower eyelid. Now I'm gonna put a little bit color right over here in the shadow side. Also under here, have a little bit darker. I'm gonna add a little bit darker on the shadow over here. Okay, like that. That's good. Make this a little bit softer. This brush is very easy to return back to the original shape. Like if you put it down like this, it would immediately return back to the shape. Compared to other lower quality brush, it would stay open. Okay, it doesn't really come back. I'm going to look into this eye. It has a little bit blue-gray color. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this inside of this eye first. The whole thing much darker is in the shadow. And also on this side, I'm going to make this side a little bit darker, like that. You see the light and shadow inside the eyeball. Okay, like that. That's good. Now I'm gonna make this put in, and the corner actually even a little bit darker. Okay, like that. We'll come back to fix the smaller changes a little bit later. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna add the little bit darker right in here. Just one brush stroke. Put it down and drag it, and then let go. Like that. It's very nice. And then coming on here, there's a little bit darker gap over here. Coming down, I'm gonna have a little bit darker over here. Have a smaller shape. Here you go, like that. And gradually, I would fill up the color with all the primary color that I want. And I'm gonna have a little bit darker right in here. And I'm gonna have a little suggestions for the folding. Here you go. It's simple suggestions. Okay, like that. And a little red right over here. Here you go. A little bit suggestions over there. And a little red. Just use the brush this way. That's good. Softly, like that. Expand it. That's good. A little bit red, like that. That's pretty good overall. Now I'm gonna come into the ear. I'm gonna get a little red color and with a little yellow. I'm gonna put that shape right in here. And that's good. A little bit over here. That's all about shape and shape and shape. Now I'm gonna looking for the light side of the face and the nose. Now it's the time I'm gonna get a little just the red color. Now at this time it's just going to put the red color in here because the colors already dry around it. So I'm gonna take this color. So by shading a little bit tone, even it's not too dark, I'm gonna painting around the highlight. It will make the highlight pop a little more. That's good, like that. And then coming up, and I'm gonna soften this transition. Okay, that's good for the nose. Now I'm gonna looking for on this side. It also have a little red on the cheek. I'm gonna just use the red color, just a little red, not much. Okay, not other colors like this. So based on the color that you already have on the face and what color is it, and modified by adding one of the three primary colors. So over here, also putting it right over here, have a little red, like that. That's good. On the side over here, on the edge and the corner, have a little bit more red. I'm gonna put over there, like that. And here, the lower eyelid, a little bit more red. So gradually, you create a form and the dimension on the face. Okay, I'm gonna take this and like this. You can see a little shape on the edge over here. This color also a little bit brighter, like that. That's good. That's good. That's a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna lift it up. I'm gonna use the 1-inch flat brush. Just like this. Just use the corner. Now you see that immediately getting really soft. So that's why I'm saying this toothbrush is a perfect pair, taking care of the texture, taking care of the details, taking care of covering the entire painting really quickly. And then the bottom over here should be a little bit darker, a little bit bluish. So I'm going to take this color. Actually, this would be the brown color I need, and bring it here and coming down all the way to the chin a little bit, and over here too, add that color a little bit here. Now you can see immediately the face turning down a lot more. That's good. I'm going to soften that a little bit and make the texture. And it looks pretty good on the face already. Now on the chin over here, I'm also going to soften this area. Just use the corner of this flat brush. See that? It's very easy. Now I'm going to lift up, make it a little bit lighter. Okay. So if you already have these two brushes, don't just put it away. And it needs a little time to make you too comfortable with this. And the time is not going to be too long. Okay. You can make it work. Now I'm gonna looking for a very tender color between the nose and the mouth, and I'm gonna have this color a little bit brighter, like this. Good. I'm gonna take this color, put it over here. See that? Very small shape, like that. This brush can go into very small details. Okay, and then looking for, at this point, I'm gonna looking for a very bright orange color like this. Put it in the nostril area because the lighting. Okay, that's good. And looking for the corner of the mouth. And make a deeper, cooler brown color. That's good. Yeah, take a look at that. Like that. That's good. Look a little bit deeper. And this side, like that. A little bit deeper. And look at the other side of the face. Now I'm gonna looking for the chin have a little bit red color because the reflection from the red cloth. Okay, like that. Right underneath. Push it down a little bit and then lift it up a little bit. Like that. That's good. Now softly blend it over like this. That looks good. Okay. Now let's move away to take a look at in here. We need to add a little bit cooler brown color. So get a little bit. This is a good color. You see how easy you can make the colors, just the three primary colors. You don't have to calculate it that much because all you're thinking about in your mind is just the three primary, right? So you don't have to think about, oh, I'm going to getting this brown or the purple and the magenta. Okay, there's not much to think about. Just either the red, a little bit more red. It's the way of thinking. It's actually affecting your speed. And I'm going to get a little bit red because a little bit brighter. In the E over here, it looks like a little triangle. Like that. That's good. Okay. And things coming together nicer and nicer. What I would want to do, I'm going to start working into the eye a little bit. And you're going to get the things come together. Oh, wow. The loose and free painting is just so easy to create. Now I'm going to take this color, a little bit brown. You see how this little tiny brush can create a very sensitive detail. That's good. Like that. And right over here. That's nice. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit blue gray color. This is a color already there waiting for me. I'm gonna coming in here. Perfect. Right here. Taking this much space. That's good. Now I'm gonna get a little bit blue. Mix in here. Now I'm gonna lift the highlight. See, that's good. Perfect. Right over there. Ah, see that? As soon as you put the iris over here, the eye looks like in a good shape. That's good. I'm going to come back to give it a little bit more details. I'm going to use the very similar color going to the other side of the face. Now take a look over here. This will be the iris. The child's iris proportionally it look bigger, larger than the adult. Okay, now I'm going to put it right here. There's no highlight because sitting in the shadow. Okay, now I'm going to getting into look at the corner of the eye. Take this color a little bit warmer. Okay, that's good. Hey, we all talk about color mixing. It's all about freedom that you feel, that you have. Okay, like that, the corner. It's very easy to modify that, to change it. If you feel kind of, oh, there's some space it didn't cover, it's okay. It's very easy to change that later. Now I'm going to get a little bit darker. And this translucent watercolor, it will make color look darker no matter what color you add to it later. It always accumulate together. Okay, there's the upper eyelid. Now I'm going to come to over here. Make it a little bit darker, like that. Like this, that's good. Now I'm looking at the nose. I'm going to get away from that. I'm going to see a little bit red color, a very small shape underneath here. It's all about shape. You don't paint the nose. You know the nose, but you're going to looking for what you're going to do to make it look like a nose. In that case, you're looking for shapes. Right? I'm going to take this color. And for the side over here, maybe a little bit less. Let go some color. Now I'm going to put this right around over here. See that? Now it creates the definitions of the nose. Okay, that's good. And the side over here and the lower eyelid, I can create that. Make a little soft transition. That's easy. Now I come back over here. I'm going to take this color and I'm going to softly blend this color in here into the corner. You see that? That's done. Now on the other side, just take the red color. It's very soft right over here. Now I'm going to put back a little color that is more red color. And that's good. I'm going to have a little bit more red color. I know this painting has been some members' favorite reference. So I want to show you how I would see the difference of the colors and how to mix different colors for this portrait. Okay, now I put in the color to represent the gap between the hair, like that. And I see the other side have a little bit brown color right over here. So I'm going to put a little bit like over there. And that's all about how you see the shape. It's very simple. Very simple. And now I'm going to mix a little bit purplish color by having the red and the red shade blue color. I'm going to have that a little bit more red. Okay, that's good. So put it right in here and fill in the gap over here. And I can see that a little earring. I can lift that over there. Okay, like that. That's good. And I'm going to have this on this side too. And with this darker color, it confirms the edge of the face. Like that. That's good. Now I need to use a little bit lighter, a little clean brush, make it appear to be a little lighter. That's good, like that. You can change the shape a little bit if you need to. Like that. That's good. And I'm gonna take this color, fill in over here as well. Okay, like that. That's good. That's getting there. Now I'm gonna take a look at inside the corner of the mouth. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker color. That's good. I'm gonna put it right in here. See that? That's good. And I'm gonna get a little bit red color to form a little transition of the upper lip of the mouth. Like that. That's good. See this? Nice. Now the shadow side. This is good. And now the lower lip. Now put a little red color in here. Now that's good. It looks like the right personality. Okay. That's good. Like that. Now this is a little bit too hard, this edge. I'm going to make it a little bit softer. I'm going to take this color and make it a little bit softer. It just use the calligraphy brush. You can make it a very soft transition. That's good. Okay, a little patient. You can do it. Okay, like that. Okay, look at the cheek. We need a little bit red color. Just a little red. I'm gonna put this soft color. Too much, so that's easy. Just use the water. Lift the color. That's good. I want this coming in here. Like that. That's good. Coming up here too. That's good. Over here I have a little bit yellow orange color. I'm going to take this color. Okay, like that. That's nice. All right, the face is almost there. Now I'm going to take a look in the middle over here. I need to light up a little bit. So I'm going to use this very soft calligraphy brush. I need to show it turning on the face here. And with this, why I need to light up the area over here a little bit more. Just soften the area. That's good enough. Now show the face turning already. So this a little bit lighter coming over here. Just use this very soft brush. Okay, a little softer like that. Coming over. Nice. Nice, a very soft lifting. And a corner over here. And coming through. That's good. Like that. Very little suggestions as showing a lots of meaning. Okay. Now I'm gonna looking at inside the eye. And the top over here a little bit darker. Because to catch the shadow right there. And there's a pupil right in the middle over here. And the edge over here also a little bit darker. Like that. Really nice. We can even add some texture inside the eye. And the top over there. And a little bit transition. So I'm gonna have just tap a little bit smaller color. I'm gonna have this just the top a little bit darker, gradually coming down a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna also have a little texture like that. My brush doesn't have a lot of colors. That's good. See that? That's very easy to create a suggestion for the realistic tension. And now I'm going to let go a little color over here. A little bit too much. That's good. Coming down over there. Oh, I'm gonna come back with the really dark color. Really dark color. I'm gonna come in over here. Take a look at the top over here. a little bit like this. Now going around this highlight, coming in a little bit, and now this highlight look beautiful, isn't it? Now that's good. I need to add a little bit red color, a little bit red, just a little bit red on the top over here. They're showing the separation. That's the skin and the eye white. That's a little bit different. Also over here, add a little bit color over there, a little color, a little red color like that. That's good. And over here, the corner, just add a little red, nothing else. See that? That's good. That's good. And on the lower eyelid, now I'm going to add a little bit red right over there. You see that? It's very simple. I'm not saying simple. It actually is simple. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit darker color right over here at the corner. That's good. All right. Now I'm going to come to the other side. I'm going to take a look at inside the iris. That's good. Now I'm going to first put the pupil right in the middle of the eye. Here you go. I'm going to have a little bit dark color at the top. Okay. And also a little dark color at the bottom. Like that, going around on both sides over here. I'm going to have a little bit. You see, this brush can create very small details, and you don't have to back and forth keep taking color or keep reshaping it with your hand. It automatically reshape it itself. Okay, like that. That's good. And now take a look at the corner of the eye. I'm going to take this red, add a little bit yellow into it, and this a nice little bit more red. That's good. Now I'm going to come to the corner of the mouth, corner of the eye. Okay, right over here. That's good. Now the eyelid, the double eyelid, like that. Have a little big suggestions for that. That's easy. And that's the corner. Okay, that's good. Like that. And it looks like inside the eye could be a little bit darker. So I will fix that a little bit later. I'm going to come back to take a little bit darker. I add a little red in here, a little bit darker. I'm going to put it right in here. Now I think this time I need to come back to do a little adjustment by using this 1-inch calligraphy brush. So now I'm going to come here to just a little bit softening. Okay, a little bit right over here. If you use a small brush, you may be just going to create more texture instead of create more cohesive connection. And the nose here, I'm gonna have this a little bit softer. Just use the corner of this brush. You can see how functional it is. I already spent many years searching on a combination of the two brushes. I have been searching for many years in Boston and other cities of this America and back to China. And also different calligraphy brush, different those natural hair brush, they made it for different purpose. Okay, it just need to be the right combinations. And over here, I'm gonna soften that a little bit softer. It actually create a very good intention with different attention and different feeling. Okay, now the face a lot smoother, feeling much better. Okay, like that. And now I'm coming into the lower lip of the mouth. Just going to sharpen this. You see that? How sharpen I'm going to just come in over here, just a little bit. Just lift up a little color. That's good. That's right, not just good, more than good. Perfect. And now take a look at the rest of the painting. Over here, I'm going to come in here. It's just to soften that a little bit more, like that. Make it a little softer, organize that a little bit better. So originally, when I put the shadow color, you may be feeling kind of like a totally too dark. But now you look at it, it's not that dark, okay? But when you do this job, do the lifting, you make sure you have the right brush and soft enough and large enough, okay? Making sure it's light enough, okay? Now I'm going to take the red, just the red color. You see that? Just the red color. Now I'm going to just applying, tap right over here. And it would showing as the reflected color into their face. You see that? I'm going to adjust it. Maybe a little bit too much. Just adjust it a little bit. Like that. Now I'm going to come into to set the red color for the shadow side. Now here you go. Catch the shadow right in here. See that? I can come in over here to merge that. So nice. Like this. And create a little bit more the separation between light and the shadow. Okay, like that, coming down. Oh, it's nice. Now I'm gonna have this little purplish blended into the shadow. Okay, like this. Here you go. A little bit more blue color. I'm gonna come in over here. Like that. That's nice. Now I'm gonna come to the other side and see a little red color right in here. I come back after it dry. I would come to give a little bit separation of the shape. That's good. Now you can see mixing color is not a mystery. It's a very simple and neat practice and needs some exercise, and you will be doing great. I'm looking forward to see your new progress.